Hello everybody, this is Silas. I'm going to be doing a cool video with the VK, which is a slightly lower armor Panther, but it's also slightly faster. This particular Panther has 60 millimeters on the front plate instead of 80, and for the turret, instead of 80, it's 50. Oh, it's 80 for the turret, sorry, and front 50 for the mantlet. This tank is very good and quite underrated. The reason being is a faster Panther, and the armor functions like an actual medium tank. So you still will bounce shots, it will still do exactly what you desire, and it still is just as deadly of a gun. If it functions at 6.0, it can function at 5.0. Let's get into the good game. Now, one thing to note as we're approaching the battlefield, you have to remember that a lot of people don't talk about positioning. Each tank has certain advantages when it comes to positioning. So for this one, as we're looking at the map, I like to go for C. I've recently started going more in the middle of the map towards B. The reason being is I can still observe C about here, firing on here, and I usually push towards B because there's always stragglers that go there. Another important thing is always assume there's enemies, which is quite useful. As you can see, we're currently fighting Russia and America, with a couple other random nations tossed in. One other thing I chose to do, while this tank is quite new for me when it comes to utilizing, I did decide to pick up a cool camouflage. The reason being is I want to make sure when enemies see me, they don't know off the bat if I'm a VK or a Panther. So when they shoot, they're more likely to go for a Panther's weak spots and take more time to aim. Because in the end, while yes, aiming is extremely useful, armor is useful, you mostly look at armor as more of a, how long does it take them to get the shot off on you? You have that much more time to get a shot off before them. Pushing towards B, currently you see it's being capped. I'm hunting for enemies, I'm still keeping a good lookout, using my camera. I stopped the cap. One thing I always like when it comes to playing mid-tier Germany is that you have just a plethora of good guns. The armor, well yes, there are good armored tanks. Other nations do outshine you, like for instance the 5.7 Jumbo. But the Tiger 5.7 makes up for it with a way deadlier gun. One thing a lot of people forget when there's German mains is they always like to act like their nation sucks. Well, yes, it has disadvantages, so it's problems. I bounce a shot, I take it, I lose a crew member. That's the one disadvantage of the stainless armor, but the real Panther came to save me. As you can see, as of this moment, the game is at its starting stages. Everyone's starting to get their first initial kills. I'm utilizing my camera, check left while pushing straight. Similar to how in FPSs or real life where you aim your gun one way and look the other way. That way you have equal reaction time. I hear a tank, I stop moving. I am not going to get spotted. I hear him, I know he's in front of me. I am not going to push him. I have the better gun. As soon as he pushes, I will kill him. Now I also have headphones, so one thing I'm doing is I'm looking left and right in order to zero in on where he is. I do know he is up ahead. If you look, he is right there. Shot goes off. I now know where he is. I see he is a normal Sherman. I just go for a lower shot, make sure to get the kill. One problem with the Sherman or Panther is it does have very little explosive filler. Its round is exceedingly deadly. Up to 6.7 can still function quite well. I do have 2 HE shells specifically for some AA and other vehicles, so if I'm being honest, I do not use it, but it never hurts to have it. Now I'm flanking onto A because we're currently losing pretty badly. The biggest thing is not to get overzealous. I do not want to push any further than this. I will hang around B. I'm holding off on shooting because I wanted to see if there was a bomb dropped. That was a misclick. That is just me being idiot. There's one Panther pushing. He will probably die. And you see does not benefit him. Even if I did not know he was there, his MG fire would have drawn my attention. Additional thing is try to be courteous when it comes to spawns. While yes, War Thunder is infamously bad at designing spawns, don't purposely just go for spawn kills. It is both tactically a bad idea, and I'm checking the church because that's another typical spot. I see a hit marker on my Panther friend. He died because he got aggressive. Well, I am not. I am a worse version of him, exception of speed. See the heavy tank. Clear out the jumbo. He can't move and he can't shoot. I am prioritizing him because I still have my medium tank friend, and a jumbo is a terrifying enemy. Finished him off. I'm now looking. We are currently at a stage of the game where I'm at 3 kills with the BK. I got a buddy who's doing quite well on the Sherman, and then we got this dude over here who's also doing well. One thing to remember is there's always good and bad games. Do not discount anything. This Panther has decided to commit suicide by charging this dude. I can't really help him. I might be able to get a shot off. Nope. I failed on that. I'm hoping to get a shot, but I don't really want to push further. I gotta. This Panther is not going to have a good day. One thing I'll note is people get way overzealous since they think German Wonder Machines is a blade normally. And it's not even a good German when it comes to armor. But one thing to remember is Shermans will always get shot off first because of the stabilized 75. As long as it's a mildly competent player, they can disable you and then finish you off. I'm maintaining my flanking spot. I see B is getting capped, which is a concern, but I can finish off that T-34. We're now at a stage where I have 5 kills. I'm now at the top of the leaderboard with 18-20 score. One thing is also good to do in stages of the game is look at how many people are dead and alive. At the moment, we have momentum. We are winning. So long as we are careful, we will be fine. I see a Chaffee. I whiff the shot because it overpens. I should have been slightly more cautious. Clearly, that means we lost a fellow tanker. I highly recommend Germany for anyone who likes good guns, but do remember you are mostly a gun nation. There are certain tanks that are exceptions, but you're similar to Japan in the sense that your guns forcefully put your battle rate higher. That's why the Tiger, while having worse armor debatably than a Jumbo, is the same battle rating because its gun forces it up. Because generally speaking, the way they balance it is tactical tank destroyers have a 1 battle rating higher or lower gun. So they are able to kill anything they see. Heavy tanks typically have armor. Typically, there are some painful exceptions. You see I'm using binos. I'm being a bit mean with the spawn, which I do apologize for my sinful nature. But at this stage of the game, we have captured everything besides C, but I was too far away to particularly be useful. But I will still make my way over. Currently I have 6 kills. I'm still checking behind the binos. You have to remember this is a game with third person. You can see where I was penned by the T-34, and then the shot I bounced. So it still will do the job. I've only taken 2 shots, mostly positioning. The Japanese Chinu, very good tank. Instance has a gun. Besides that, it sucks. I love this camera, truly. Yeah, I genuinely hope you guys are enjoying the video. To the few that are still here, you see I'm using binos. I'm lining up a shot. It's taking a while for the turret to move, but I'm going to be patient and fire. Hit. I was aiming for a little closer to the engine area, but I missed pretty bad. Finishing off. And you'll note the positioning, I did not push needlessly at almost any point during this battle so far. The only time I properly pushed was to get to B. I see a muzzle flash. I do not know how I did not see him till this point. Finish him off. see there's currently going around. Yeah, and we finished this game off with 8 kills and an assist, nearly a full 1,000 to hire, capture. We are a properly contributing member of the team. Now note, all games have variants. This is one of my good games. It just is a good showcase of how to utilize the VK. It is essentially a Panther that is faster. It is a tank I highly recommend you bring out, even in a 5.7 lineup. Trying to But yeah, I hope you guys genuinely enjoyed the video. I will attempt to get better at my content as I go along. Anyways, this game is over. Have a lovely day. Rage Rear out.